Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 31st Annual Celebration of the Student Employee of the Year program and the 9th Annual Supervisor of the Year program. My name is April Hoyt. I am the Manager of Student Employment Services here at Boston University. And I just want to say on behalf of all of the student employment staff, we are so happy to have all of you join us today to celebrate, especially in what is a very difficult time for many of us. Before we get started, we would like to thank the staff of Information Services and Technology who is helping making this program possible. Additionally, these two programs would not be possible without the continued support of our administrators. I'd like to extend a special thank you to Christine McGuire, Vice President and Associate Provost of Enrollment and Student Administration, and Julie Wickstrom, Executive Director of Financial Assistance. I would also like to thank our director, Marianne French, for helping us put together a great program each year. We have over 11,000 student employees on campus, supervised by more than 750 staff members. We rely on our student employees to help us keep the university running smoothly, and we trust their supervisors to impart to them skills and training that will better equip them in their future careers. We know that students who work while attending school graduate at higher rates. There are many reasons for this, but one that we can see is the outstanding personal and academic support that they receive from their supervisors and their coworkers. So today, we want to recognize and celebrate the students and supervisors who are creating a stronger, more robust community for us every day. I would now like to welcome Marianne French, Director of Student Employment Services, so that she can say a few words.
Thank you, April. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon. I want to say congratulations to all the nominees and those who nominated them, both students and supervisors. Our students do a superb job for us, and their wonderful work ethic will follow them in all they do once they graduate and enter the job market. I have been involved in Student Employment of the Year program since the beginning. Our celebration started out as a small luncheon held with the winner and Outstanding Achievement awardee, their supervisors, some members of my office staff, our department senior management, and 5 judges. As the program grew, so did our celebrating of this event. We opened it up to all nominees, their nominators, family members, the deans and department heads where these students worked, and the deans of the schools they attended. Our reception locations also improved from being held on the 19th floor of Stuvie 1 to the Castle, now the Alumni House, to the lobby of the Rajan Kilashan Center for Integrated Life Sciences and Engineering, which we refer to as CELSI, which just a few short months ago, we thought we would again be utilizing for our reception. Unfortunately, life sciences has thrown us an amazingly fast curveball, COVID-19. The bad news for us is that we are celebrating via Zoom from our homes instead of at our reception. The good news is also that we are able to utilize Zoom as a group to celebrate all your working accomplishments at BU. I am also happy and proud with the knowledge that the CELSI faculty, staff, and students, along with many, many other university researchers, are probably right now working to solve the complexities of this horrible virus. So we are rolling with the punches. I am so happy we have this Zoom option to meet with all of you and to share with others your wonderful achievements. I also want to especially thank April, Kevin, and the IS&T staff who helped put this event together for us today. Thank you all for joining us, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, Marianne.
You're welcome.
This year, 54 students were nominated for the Student Employee of the Year award. We learned about students who were taking on tasks that we would only expect to see full-time staff doing, and we read anecdotes that inspired us to set higher goals in the workplace. With the help of a panel of judges, we were able to determine our winners. Thank you to Ashley Glenn, Anne-Marie Schaefer, Tamsin Flanders, and Rebecca Castley for your willingness to assist us in making this decision. All of the nominees for the Student Employee of the Year award have certainly distinguished themselves and have made their jobs more than just work. This year, we had nominees from both the Charles River and medical campuses in various departments, including Question Finance, Astronomy, BU Spark, and Agganis Arena, to name a few. The first individual I'd like to highlight exemplifies the qualities of a model student employee. It is my pleasure to formally announce the Undergraduate Outstanding Service Awardee, Faith Pulakis. Faith is a lead production assistant with the Sci Performance Center. She was nominated by her supervisors, Jolene Hall and Tom LeVerrier. They explained that Faith showed great initiative early on and quickly became one of their most skilled and reliable students on staff. Faith has helped train other student employees and even developed a new training activity, which she has successfully run 3 times already. Faith sets an example for the newer student staff and consistently behaves in a respectful and professional manner. Her impact extends beyond her work at the Side Performance Center. She is also the director for the Center for Gender, Sexuality, and Activism. She has overseen and coordinated multiple events around campus and has advocated for new programs and institutions, some of which have now been established. To quote her supervisors, Faith Poulakis is an extraordinary employee and human being. Congratulations, Faith, and keep up the good work. I'm pleased to be able to recognize your contributions to the BU community. The next individual has been a true partner in the creation and stewardship of the Questrom Ascend Fellowship. I'm pleased to formally congratulate the Undergraduate Student Employee of the Year, Gabrielle Gales. Gabrielle works as the inaugural Ascend Program Coordinator at the Questrom Center for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Gabrielle works to support events and initiatives for over 80 current undergraduate students in the aim to develop these students into innovative and ethical leaders who understand the impact of business on society and strive to create value for the world. Supervisor Cecilia Uden nominated Gabrielle and maintains that to say that Ms. Gales has been instrumental in the continued achievements of our center and a wealth of historical knowledge for our programs is an understatement. Gabrielle has helped bring several new programs to the fellowship, including Summer Bridge and student support initiatives. Gabrielle understands the big picture and works to make the Ascend program an inclusive, welcoming environment. To quote Cecilia, Ms. Gales is successful in cultivating this community amongst her peers in part because of her positive attitude, incredibly welcoming demeanor, openness in engaging across difference, and ability to inspire others. She exhibits an intercultural fluency far beyond her years and is often facilitating deeply personal conversations amongst her peers in an effort to motivate authentic relationships and sincere understandings in our diverse community of racial, socioeconomic, gender, and cultural identities. Gabrielle, thank you for your contribution to the Questrom Center for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, and to Boston University as a whole. And this was a special slide contributed by Gabrielle's supervisor. Next is this year's Graduate Outstanding Service Award recipient, Jeff Adams. Jeff works as a program assistant in Wellness and Prevention Services. He was nominated by his supervisor, Catherine Mooney, who was kind enough to provide us with a short video for Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. We just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you so much for your leadership this year and congratulations on this wonderful award. It has been an incredible, unusual year, and you have really stepped up to the plate in working with our student health ambassadors and really serving as their advisor for this academic year. And I'm deeply grateful for all of your work in supporting their goals, their projects, their ambitions, as well as other projects in the office. You know, you were busy, but you managed to find time to do things like mindfulness and meditation workshops for our graduate students and other populations. And so just, again, thank you so much for everything that you've done for our office and for the BU community.
Hi, Jeff. I want to echo everything that Catherine has said, and thank you so much for everything you did for us this year. Student Health Ambassador Program was kind of turned on its head before the pandemic hit, and you rode that wave like a pro. And I genuinely do not know where we would be without you. And I tried to thank you for that often, but you were the difference maker this year. And I cannot think of anybody who is more deserving of this award. I'm so appreciative of you and everything you added to the program and the way that you benefited each of the SHAs individually this year. You mean so much to us, and we're so, so glad that we got to work with you. And congratulations.
Thanks, Jeff. Congrats. Have a great summer.
The final student I would like to highlight uses her personal skills and knowledge to recognize issues that are often overlooked in the research community. The 2020 Graduate Student Employee of the Year is Maria Narvaez. Maria works as a research associate in the Department of Pediatric Infectious Diseases and was nominated by Tricia Ahern. Maria has worked with the department for over 3 years, and her team considers her a rock star. When working on a flu study, Where her team has struggled in the past, Maria thought of ways for them to increase efficiency, was very thoughtful and respectful in her recruitment strategies, and accomplished every task thrown her way. When Maria was diagnosed with breast cancer and became a patient at BUMC herself, she leveraged her knowledge of the patient experience to make her work and the work of her department more innovative and responsive to the patient experience. She also featured in a BUMC patient story, educating others about breast cancer and the importance of understanding one's body. To quote her nomination letter, "Maria is one of those unbelievable people whom you want to replicate." Maria, thank you for your contribution to the Department of Pediatric Infectious Diseases, to the university, and to the world. Congratulations. I would now like to recognize all of the students who were nominated for the Student Employee of the Year Award. Elijah Abaroa. Manuel Alvarado. Alina Bernstein. Sharvari Bhatt. Sarah Bickford. Olivia Blysdell. Kofi Boateng. Matt Boucher, who received 3 nominations. Luisa Capanolo. Kim Castillo. Jamie Clark. Joey Connor. Tatiana DeRosa. Caitlin Dittmar. Joyce Doherty. Aaron Dorsey. Emmy Enojado. Sienna Giljam. Sarah Greisdorf. Michael Grinchman. Rob Harris. Stephanie Howe. Jonas Hayes, nominated with his teammate Kenneth Yotsukura. Luisana Henriquez. Emily Huang. Jane Huang, who also received 3 nominations. Naveen Anim. Courtney Kellerman. Adam Clavoon, who received 2 nominations. Shaddai Leslie. Nick McCool. Kara McKinney. Emily Osterman. Karan Patel. Sam Reyes. Megan Richardson. And Megan's supervisor was actually kind enough to provide us with a video of Megan at work at a science fair in Rhode Island. So it's a time-lapse video that shows all of the people that she interacted with. Thank you so much for that video. It is wonderful to see our student employees at work. Stephanie Roy. Pedro Seabra. Paula Torres. Isabella Trumbull. Olivia Shu. Maria Yatenis. Kenneth Yosakura, nominated with his teammate Jonas Hayes. Brennan Zhou. And Sarah Zwierink. I will now hand things off to Kevin Lynch, who will head off the Supervisor of the Year program.
Welcome, everyone. Let me share my presentation here for you. Thank you, April. So hi, my name is Kevin Lynch, and I am an administrator here at BU Student Employee Services. I want to again thank everyone for joining us today. I know we all must be feeling some Zoom fatigue at this point, but hopefully the reason that we are here right now will help energize us. This year, we had a record 71 nominations for Supervisor of the Year. This really speaks to the profound impact that student supervisors have on their student employees. Nominations came in from departments, schools, and colleges from across campus. In all of the 71 nomination letters that I read, one word kept on coming up over and over again to me: mentor. Mentors are able to help students build confidence in their academic, social, and professional abilities. And in turn, students are able to push themselves and learn transferable skills that make them more attractive to employers, as well as becoming better global citizens. Supervisors are not just there to sign a timesheet. They are an essential element of a student's experience and ultimately success here at BU. So with that said, I would like to speak about this year's winner for Supervisor of the Year, Kimberly Ann. Yay. Kimberly Amori is the Senior Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admissions at Allen and Sherry Leventhal Center. Tatiana DeRosa and Adam Clavoon, two of the student employees who nominated Kimberly, speak very highly of her empathetic leadership skills. To give you just a sense of the incredible impact Kimberly has had on her student employees, I want to go ahead and just read you a little of what both Adam and Tatiana wrote in their nomination form. From Adam, our working relationship blossomed into a mentorship over the course of my career here at BU. My first summer there, Kim was promoted to Senior Assistant Director and became my direct supervisor. Over the next year, I was promoted to Summer Coordinator, and under the supervision of Kim, helped to select the next year's summer staff. I currently work as one of her two senior student representatives for scheduling and training, where we work together to hire new employees, train them, and create daily schedules. Without Kim's guidance and encouragement, I would not have had the leadership and professional opportunities these roles have presented me with. Adam goes on that Kim is a great resource for handling adult life as well. She taught me how to buy checks. Who knew you had to do that? Guided me through looking for apartments and recommended shows to watch on TV after a long day. Although she is our supervisor, she has empathy and a genuine ability to take care of each and every one of her students. Thanks, Adam. Like Adam, Tatiana was also given the opportunity to grow professionally by also being promoted to the role of Summer Staff Co-Coordinator. As Tatiana wrote about her promotion, this leadership position was something Kim made me feel very excited about. She constantly assured me that I should go for it and to believe in the skills I had developed at work. Kim told me that these skills would take me as far as I wanted to go. Her empathy is such a great thing to admire. In a specific example, although the summer of 2019 was definitely one of the best summers of my life, tragedy struck at the end of August when I found out that one of my peers had passed away right before the school year began. When I heard the news, I was uncontrollably sobbing, and Kim was the one who came and found me. She offered me her stuffed unicorn, Greg, that she has in her office for whenever a student needs a cuddle break for whatever reason. She also allowed me to go home early and even suggested that if I needed more time off, that I could take it. This is one of the many examples where Kim has not only demonstrated her compassion for her students as her employees, but also as human beings with emotions and struggles that go beyond the job. I will always truly be grateful. I will always truly be grateful to have such a great boss. Thank you, Tatiana. If that isn't enough, Kim was also, it was selected, I should say, the Northeast Association of Student Employment Administrators, or NESE, 2020 Supervisor of the Year. Woo-hoo-hoo. The Northeast Association of Student Employment Administrators is comprised of 13 states and Eastern Canada. Awesome job, Kimberly. We also had runners-up, and I really want to speak about them. Our first, Stephanie Krieg. Stephanie, who works as an executive assistant to the dean at the School of Law, was nominated by Emily Huang. To quote Emily, Steph fully understands the best and most effective way in which students learn. She applies this firsthand and curates her teaching style to our needs. One of Steph's main goals is making sure that all of her students possess well-rounded skill sets that are required of a working professional. She ensures this by creating priority task lists, which would learn new skills that each individual student will have to master by the end of the semester. For example, because Steph's artistic background in CFA, she highlights the importance of learning how to use numerous Adobe Creative Suite applications. Since the Dean's Office hosts quite a few events throughout the year, Steph would assign one of us to create the invitations for these events in Adobe Illustrator. That student would then master how to use Illustrator and would help teach the next student how to create invitations. By the end of the semester, each student will have gained unique skills, which will then be shared and mastered by fellow students to come. Not only does Steph regard gaining new skills as an exciting aspect of work, she also has cultivated a collaborative and teamwork-based environment. Steph uses her imaginative perspective as an advantage in order to challenge us to be the best version of ourselves. Her overall visions and goals as a student supervisor directly align with BU's mission statement, specifically with the line, quote, educating students to be reflective, resourceful individuals, ready to live, adapt, and lead in an interconnected world. Congratulations, Steph. Our other runner-up, Tamsin Flanders, works as a center administrator for the BU Center for the Humanities, and she was nominated by Hannah Kinney-Cobre. A few words from Hannah. Tamsin is an incredibly generous, insightful, and supportive supervisor who has encouraged me to grow not just in terms of my skills, but also intellectually and emotionally. She is, of course, an exemplary administrator, but to those who work with her, she is an unmatched friend and mentor. Under Steph's guidance, I've been able to pursue my own interests through my work at the center. An example of this is that her and her colleague, Christine, were given Tamsin support when they asked to plan, program, promote, and obtain sponsorship for a year-long film screening series based around the subject of incarceration. As someone who not only studies film, but also cares deeply about social justice, I was excited and challenged by the work of coordinating the event. Tamsin encouraged me to be the one to introduce the film at the first screening, which was a scary experience for me because I don't love public speaking. But ultimately, the experience was intensely rewarding. Because of Tamsin, I gained a sense of confidence in my abilities to gain that are important to me. A skill and confidence that will be critical as I apply for jobs and look beyond my life at BU. Thank you for those awesome words, and congratulations to Stephanie. And thank you again to all of the students who took the time to write such touching and powerful nominations. I can only really speak for myself when I say that during this difficult time, the BU community has given me such tremendous hope for the future, and taking some time out to celebrate our community only makes me more grateful. There is Tamsin and there is Hannah. And here are some photos. All of this is going to be recorded and we're going to post it online. Thank you so much for the photos that were sent to us. They were incredible and very touching. And last, but certainly not least, and bear with me here because I think it's important, I would like to recognize the full list of nominees. My apologies beforehand if I mispronounce your name. I tried my hardest, I looked it up, I emailed people, or if I forgot anyone. So here goes, in no particular order. Abigail Bodner, Brooke Hall, Dr. Elizabeth Bettini, Dr. John Porco, Anne-Marie Schaefer, Dr. Renee Conti, Dr. Terry Ellis, Dr. Catherine West, Dr. Heather Barrett, Jenny Hopkins, John O'Rourke, Cam Phillip, Dr. Ellen Cohen, Dr. Wen Lee, Dr. Jennifer Bhatnagar, I hope. Chat and if I said it incorrectly. Dr. Kayleen Stevens-Petrin, Geraldi Charlatan, Carrie Isaacson, Lauren Backus, Leslie Keola, Madeline Davis, Thomas Reese, Teresa Cooney, Shari Tumandeo, Samuel Shields, Sakina E. Flint, Ron Yeaney, Professor Peter Busher, Michael Antby, Professor Bjorn Reinhardt, Professor Ajay Joshi, Brian Koulis, Derry Wajawa, Michelle Niebuhr, Maureen Desmond, Mary Gerby, Marceline Ford, Karen Jacobs, Danuta Charland, Frederick A. George III, Andrew Liam Fitzpatrick, Professor Ching T. Liu, Lisa LaFrance, Margaret Babson, Ryan Montero, Leonid Rezin, and Professor Dor Erdos. Thank you for being patient with that, and congratulations to everyone. And I think that pretty much wraps it up. There's food in everyone's respective kitchen that you're more than welcome to go have. I don't think really I have much, but enjoy the catering. Hopefully we will all be together soon where we can just all celebrate in person. I think this quote from Coretta Scott King really helps me get through tough times, knowing that there is a sense of community, even if it is virtually. But that's what I want to go ahead and leave you with. So thank you. Thank you for your time.
Just wanted to say thank you to everyone for coming, and as soon as we are able to re-enter the office in a safe manner, we do plan on mailing out certificates to everyone that was nominated. So it is our hope to get that to you as soon as possible. Thank you for coming.